Hey, back to somebody cooks. Star Ocean yet. All I work on Star Ocean still. Stretch the legs out. Stretch the legs out. Oh, stretch them over here. Stretch them that way. That's a good one. There we are. Woo. Woo. That's a good one. That's a nice stretch there. Okay. Basically, me reacting to a bunch of transgender hate mail, homosexual atheist hate mail. Basically, me reacting to a bunch of screen caps on YouTube and TV and art, comments on YouTube and TV and art, the responsive comments I made against the TV and lifestyles, and a few other things. Trigger warning, because there are people that are very angry, go against, say some stuff that's not, that is very angry, and we gotta talk about it. Yeah, we have this person on transgender hate mail, basically. People are angry. People are angry that I am making videos talking about how the transgender lifestyle is bad news. So they are actually commenting on those videos, and here we go. That's awesome. It's important for people to, for me to see the stuff that they talk about. See that, cat? Let's go. I will be there. No, I need your God or you to rescue me. You do. You're doing this stuff. You do. I'll be led way to death as you are, because basically you're trying to solve this problem. Going against, basically what happened is you have, the devil is attacking you with fear. All right. That's what dysphoria is. And so instead of being like, I need to trust God, he gave me the body I'm supposed to have. You said, well, like, oh yeah, maybe this stuff is right, it's wrong. And then you basically go through all this trouble to try and stop it. It doesn't work. Because, of course, the devil will always continue to attack you with that stuff. And, as long as you give into it, it's not going to do any good. So eventually get to the point where you can't do anything else. And it'll continue to attack you with that stuff. So, how do you escape that stuff? If you don't go to God, there's no escape. So, no. It's very bad news. Nope. Continue on here. Dysphoria isn't limited to the body. What? Is it limited to the body? Let's see. Being perceived mentally. Mentally, huh? Something I'm not is wrong to me. Perceived mentally as something I'm not is wrong to me. It is. It's being perceived as a criminal, but it's going to happen. So I got to live with it and show them otherwise. You want to hear? I'm sorry, man, but nothing you say can stop me from taking literal life-saving. It's not life-saving. Hormones, poisoning myself with stuff that won't save. I say saves my life. I was lied to say that says save my life. The only time my life, it's poisoning, causing all kinds of problems. No. All kinds of health problems were caused by that stuff. Don't do it. Continue on here. Yeah, doesn't limit to the body. Being perceived mentally as something I'm not supposed to be. Yeah, it is. It's going to happen though. You got to learn to live with it. So it's obviously other people that are the main issue here. Continue on here. I actually have a constitution for surgery towards the end of this month. Solicitation for a surgery towards the end of this month. I truly believe that you can reflect on and grow from your harmful views of truth. Trans people are being murdered. Yes, they are, because they're doing wrong. You gotta stop it. Harassed and hate crimes all around the world just for being themselves through lies. We're just people. We are just people doing wrong. Do better. Better by stop telling us we're doing wrong. We're obviously doing wrong. No, these people are lying about the biological sex they are, so they won't be misgendered. They get treated differently from the way the want by others. Yes, people who are lying about what biological sex they are, so they won't be treated misgendered. They get treated differently than they want by others, are being killed. You said it yourself. They don't need to know. They don't need to know what? The truth about your biological sex? That's horrible. So are HRT and gender reassignment surgery. They're used to make your lie more believable. Continue on. Next. Someone else says, bro, I don't understand one thing. I don't even know if you're pro or against trans. And I said, I'm against transgender lifestyle. It has killed thousands of people. I don't know. I always found it easier to accept people for who they are, who they want to be. Sometimes you cannot be who you want to be, or who they want to be, but you can. Who is you? You already are who you are. So rather than who we tell them they will never be more than. Maybe you'll respond to some Bible talk about how you're the righteous man doing God's work. And you know what? It's crazy to me that this has happened multiple times throughout history. Always is valid for both sides, especially those against the instigators. Do I think I convinced you to change your viewpoint? No. You've been doing this for over a year. I certainly can't see anything to change such a antiquated viewpoint. Antiquated with truth. viewpoint. But if you can't change it, I can't change it. I at least hope to be able to give some insight into what the other side is to get you to think instead of blindly hate. Lies. Maybe even one day you could liberally hate. You never know. I say, oh, this is a blind hate for the transgender lifestyle. This is information. This is informative of it. I've seen what it does to people, and I want to stop it from killing anymore. Well, that's plenty of advice on that. Do not lie, Exodus 20:16. Do not covet, Exodus 20:17. You are fearfully and wonderfully made, Psalms 139:14. You know what? And science of anatomy goes along with that. There's a male design, a female design of people's bodies. And if the body matches the design, nothing's wrong with it. No matter what feeling disagrees. Yep, there you go. Someone comes out and says, the person is more than their body, though. They are. Yes, they learn to live with the body they have. Though, surely you can recognize that. To say that a person's body is more important or permanent than the mind, or vice versa, isn't really right. Because it exists in a balance of trying to match our minds and bodies to be sort of alignment. Impossible. We'll learn to live with the body. Yeah. Isn't the point to also not hate in general? If these trans people are some enemy, aren't you supposed to love your enemies? And frankly, any person that is going against the ways of God, I have to tell them they're going against the ways of God. That's how it goes. And frankly, it's the people who oppress trans people that make them want to turn to self-harm if they were allowed to do what they wanted to do through lies. Without people giving them so much flack over it because it's lies, they would still harm themselves. Not gonna work. Next. Which you wouldn't know because you won't give them a chance to feel accepted because they're lying. They wouldn't do that, supposedly. Frankly, nobody would have anything to hide if you'd make them not afraid of telling what they want to be through lies. Like I said, you're shoving them into a box that says they can't be more than what they're born. No, not. Well, physically speaking, yeah. And it's pitiful to watch you do that through truth. It's like if a person born into poverty wants to become rich enough to have a family and give them security. Not the same thing. You're on here. They save up for years and buy a nice suit and finally look how they want to look. You're struggling for it. Then there are people who find out that they are in fact poor and attack them and take their clothes, telling them that they shouldn't pretend to be something they can't be. This analogy does not work. They'll never be more than what they. Next screen cap. We're born as. Not the same thing. Continue on here. Trying to say that one sex is rich and one sex is poor is bad news. It's wrong. No, it doesn't work. That's gotta talk you and others like you are doing to trans people, but because we believe that one sex is better than the other. Getting it wrong. And it's horrifying to see you do that. Mortifying even through lies. And I say it's not the same thing. A person who's sorry for and works hard to save cash so they can be rich is different than a person born with testicles wanting to be a woman or a person with ovaries wanting to be a man. They want something they can never have. They should learn to live with that, with what they have. And you are right that people are more than just their bodies, but they should not be lying about their biological sex. They have to learn to adjust their mind to their bodies. They do. Next. So because I'm trying to understand, I'll say what I've heard to understanding. The body is sacred and shouldn't be under any circumstances to be changed through lies. No. Basically, you take what life deals to you and learn to cope with the choices cards you draw. Yes. Up to you, a mind to change to suit your body and should never be the other way around, whether it's possible or not. It's not possible. Is that pretty much the philosophy here? And I say pretty much, unless there's a physical health problem. Essentially, I'm glad I can at least wrap my head around your viewpoint then. Out of curiosity, does that extend to things like plastic surgery too? Like, yeah. Yep. Yes. It's usually done only to change how you look, not to fix a health problem. Okay. Like, you still can't speak for why you continue to hate trans people through truth, telling the truth about them. Do you want? Instead of accepting them, their lies. But I can at least say I exited with understanding of a viewpoint against them. Agree to disagree, so to say. You got a set of codes to live by, and I gotta respect that, especially if they're religious. Just remember that if someone does not want that, though, don't force it on them because I say don't. Force it on them because no. But I gotta show it to them. If you think something might hurt someone's feelings or might put them in a worse space, maybe either reword it or reword it or pass off commenting entirely, because that would be less. You saying that this is sad. No. I can't quite wish you the best of luck on this specific journey because of its nature or telling the truth, whether they like it or not. But I do hope that you will find what you're looking for eventually. Even those that I do go against, serve some closure in the end. So have a good day for now, then. Next. I say, thanks, you too. So I said, and you'll compare the transgender lifestyle to poor. So you compare the transgender lifestyle. For to the poor wanting to get rich. But that's not a comparison because being rich is better than being poor. Being born with testicles is not better than being born with ovaries, or being born with ovaries is not better than being born with testicles. Both are important for our species to continue. We each have our pros and cons. A trans person isn't looking. Each having their pros and cons. Having each had pros and cons. But a trans person is looking for